These are the hotel names: Hotel A, Hotel B, Hotel C, Hotel D, Hotel E. I had dinner in all these hotels and I have some experience which I want to share with you. Now you will see that the dinner cost me 200 rupees in Hotel A, 50 rupees in Hotel B, 300 rupees in C, 100 rupees in D, and 250 rupees in E. Now, which one was better one for me? Means I spent less money over there. This Hotel B. So I can say Hotel B is the cheapest in town. Now I compared all these hotels and I found Hotel B was the cheapest one. So here the cheapest. I took est for this adjective and took the for making this superlative degree. This is called as superlative degree because here I am considering many hotels. Here we don't have only 2 hotels. We are talking about all the hotels that the town has, and now I am comparing and I found Hotel B is the cheapest town. Hotel B is the cheapest in town. Now let's talk about the buildings. Building A, Building B, Building C and Building D. Now you will find that Building A is 50 years old, Building B is 100 years old, Building C is 150 years old and Building D is 200 years old. So you can say Building D is the oldest building in town, the oldest. Here again I have taken est for old and the with oldest, and this is called as superlative form. Next example, Hotel C. Now let's talk about hotel once again. You will find that I spent 300 rupees, which is the highest amount for dinner in this hotel. So Hotel C is the most expensive in town. So here the most expensive is the superlative form. This is an adjective and I have taken most, the most for superlative form, the most expensive, because I cannot have est for this adjective. Like in comparative we could not have er for this adjective. Here also in superlatives we are taking most for superlative form, the most expensive in town. So these are the superlative forms: the cheapest, the oldest, the most expensive. So now we must understand that for superlative est either or most is important with article the. So there is again one more form, and that is one of the cheapest in towns. Suppose like Hotel B, there are some other hotels too, like F, G, H, which offer dinner for about 50, 55 rupees or 60 rupees. Then you can say B is one of the cheapest hotels in town. B is one of the, you can take one of the cheapest hotels in town, because cheapest hotels in town, there are in consideration F, G, H along with B. So there are 4 hotels which are cheap. So we are talking about one of them, and that is B. So we have to take here one of the cheapest hotels. This will be plural because we are talking about 4 hotels here which are cheap. So there are 2 superlative forms, the cheapest and one of the cheapest. So we discussed positive degrees, comparative degrees and superlative degrees. In positive degrees, as, adjective as, or so, adjective as in negative sense. In comparative degree, er to the adjective followed by than, and if the adjective is not taking er, then we took more, adjective and then than. In superlative degree, we saw the and adjective with est form, and the other form was one of the and adjective with est form. And if the adjective is not taking est form, then the most. So these were some important features of all these 3 degrees. But again, there are some adjectives which are irregular. And here is the list of all these adjectives which are irregular. In positive degree it will be bad as, but in comparative it will be worse than, and in superlative the worst, it will be the worst. In positive degree it will be many as. In comparative degree it will be more than, and in superlative the most. Little in positive degree as little as, whereas in comparative little will become less than, and in superlative degree it will be the least or one of the least. In positive degree, good as or so good as, and in comparative good will become better than, and in superlative good will become the best or one of the best. Far in case of distance, in positive degree it will be as far as, in comparative degree far will become farther than, and superlative degree far will become farthest, the farthest or one of the farthest. Then far again with reference to time and distance, far, as far as, and in comparative degree it will be further than, and in superlative degree it will be furthest, the furthest or one of the furthest. Then in positive degree late will become as late as or so late as. In comparative degree late will become later than, and in superlative degree it will be the latest or one of the latest. So I hope degrees, all positive, comparative and superlatives are clear, and I hope that you will be able to use it in oral and written expressions. Thank you.